Let's test out Bobbi Brown today. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Val. Today I really want to try out the Bobbi Brown. I've asked in my Instagram which brand is going to be next after Charlotte Tilbury and Catrice, and Bobbi Brown was the answer. So I guess that's why we are here today. And I've got some of the stuff from the official website in Germany. It's very tricky. I have a story to tell about that, but let's have a look on all of the products that I've got, and after that I will start applying them. So Bobbi Brown is belonging to Estee Lauder. When you pay to the Bobbi Brown, you actually pay to Estee Lauder. They are not vegan and cruelty free, so you have to be careful about that. They are high-end brand and it's supposed to belong to a makeup artist, Bobbi Brown, but if you are not into non-vegan and non-cruelty free, it's definitely not a good option for you then. What I got from there is face base, vitamin enriched face base. Then I got eye catching color. This is a kit. It actually consists of 4 products in it, and that was one of the best options on the website to get for the eyes, because I did not want to get a palette. It was a bit too much, and I have like a specific budget for my purchases like that for the reviews, so I can spend maybe like 100 per month on some new stuff that I will actually use, rather than spending here and there small amounts and things and will never end up using them again. So that is not good for me. The other 2 things that I bought were the mini of the weightless foundation with SPF 15 and a mini of the concealer. These both things are full coverage, and I want to see how they will cover all of this, if you know what I mean. And as a present for the purchase of these 4 products, which were 111 euros total, I've got a highlighter, crushed lip color, and this wonderful lipstick. It's basically just a art stick, but it's a lipstick like a pencil with a pencil sharpener inside, which is really nice. So that's the products, and let's begin our journey as usual with removing the hair from the face. I did not actually get prepared for that. I just had my hair in a bun after washing it for the whole day, and I have this at the end. So what we have: a product, nice white base. Inside we have the vitamin enriched face base. It seems plasticky, not a glass, but at the same time it will not break if you drop it, so maybe it won't break if you drop it. Quite a nice system of protection. Not the safest, but still better than nothing. And inside we have pretty rich cream, which is a bit yellow in color. And I've tried it once in a tester in the store, and I really love how it smells like citruses. But if you're not into fragrances, this is gonna be not the best option for you. So this cream I'm just taking with my finger, and this is the amount I will get for all my face. Nothing else needed. So I'm just spreading it between fingers and applying onto the face. There is also cream for the under eyes, but I did not get it. This little guy was around 46, I believe, with a discount, or 48, and it's the biggest part of the purchase that I had. Yeah, even though the mini foundation, I was not sure if I will wear it all the time. I was not sure if I like it. So I got the mini instead of the big bottle, and the mini was 20, which is like more than 50%. No, not more than 50%, but around 50% of the full bottle price. Still not bad. It smells really, really nice for me, because I freaking love citruses, but some people may not like it. I was wondering if I should actually do the color correction of my face as usual, and let's try just the concealer. So my next step is going to be the foundation. Foundation is really full coverage. I don't usually wear things like that. I think this is a glass bottle this time. This is how it looks. And I got the shade Ivory, because Ivory, as per website, is supposed to be light with pink undertones, which is perfect for me. It's not fair. I mean, I'm not in the shade fair. I'm in the shade light. And you're supposed also to shake this guy a bit. And then the amount I'm taking for the whole face is probably going to be something like this. Like just 1 pump, maximum 2 pumps. I really don't like full coverage foundation. However, it's really good to see if this will cover my little red areas, because recently I've been traveling and my skin hates me when I'm traveling. It's dry in general, but with all of the stuff, yeah, it's just not good. Even if I take care of my skin during travels, it still does not like things. I guess this amount of foundation is actually not representative. But this is how I usually do my base, and I'm just not a full coverage girl, but for the sake of the test, I'm gonna put the second pump. If it will stop spritzing the things. Just spit out. It's kind of weird, I guess, to see somebody who's applying so little things over the full coverage foundation and not dipping their face into it, but I find that less is more, and with the dry skin and full coverage, this is also with an oil control, so technically it's supposed to be the foundation for the oily skin, and yeah, I just don't want to mess up my skin more than it already is messed. Okay, let's say the foundation is done to this stage. Now let's try the concealer. Skin full cover concealer, little bottle, a very interesting dulip. It's also porcelain, so I got the concealer in the shade that is lighter than the foundation. Looks like this, pretty nice actually, and the tip is looking like, so it's like a cauliflower, very interesting. I'm gonna do a few drops here because it's full coverage, so I assume it will cover me up in the areas where I need the additional color. This is gonna be my concealer. I'm gonna take my brushes and my favorite concealer buffer from Zoeva. I actually recently treated myself to Zoeva Porch. It's a brush set looking like this. It is originally 85 euros for 9 brushes, which makes it around 9 something for the brush. This is pretty good. And I got it for 68, which makes it 4.5 euros for a brush. Like, come on, this was worth it. Zoeva brushes are really good, and I just decided to buy myself something nice for the 8th March because it was International Women's Day, and before that I got almost nothing in London except Fix Plus and MAC Chromoline in black. Yeah, so the brush set it is. So for the concealer, I'm doing all the same stuff that I would normally do with the concealer. I'm spreading it in the tapping motions with the concealer buffer brush, and I'm trying not to bring it too far away. Just like in my previous video where you've seen all of these things, and I'm sorry that I'm not looking into the camera most of the time. I'm just trying to control whatever is happening in my monitor, and I also need a mirror to see myself because I cannot do and apply makeup without a mirror. Yeah, that's just what it is. I'm not gonna be doing a wear test this time, but I will add my thoughts into the community tab, which was open for me not so long ago, and I'm really happy for that because I also can do some polls and just generally maybe talk to you guys if somebody is in there. So that will be my concealer. Doesn't look too bad actually. I'm very pale, but I'm matching everything, so that's nice. And the same concealer I actually want to take as an eyeshadow primer, even though it's not a primer, but I just need to conceal a couple of things. You need very little and then you are covered. Like, look at the stretch. It also smells like something, but like, I don't know if you guys ever smelled the original foundation cream. Like, my mom had a foundation cream called Ballet. It's a brand from USSR, I believe, and it was almost like the theatrical makeup, like it's oil-based, I think. Ooh, by the way, that's an interesting question. I did not check that stuff. Let's have an ingredient list. It's dimeticone, trimethyl siloxylate, and water. So, based on the dimeticone and other names in this, it's supposed to be a silicone-based foundation, which is improving the look of your skin. Majority of foundations nowadays are silicone-based just to have this better appearance of things. And for the concealer, it is also methyl trimeticone. So if you see dimeticone, trimeticone, anything like that, it's mostly a silicone-based foundation, and it most likely also needs something ideally silicone-based, but I guess this base is also supposed to be working well with the other stuff from the series, but it's not. Yeah, it's just regular cream with a bit of additions like oil. So that actually should work together really nicely, which I am happy about. If you want the foundation description and how to improve your foundation if you bought the wrong shade, let me know. I will make that video probably next. That's at least the idea, but I would like the confirmation sometimes. Yeah, so base. I'm not putting anything. I don't have powder. I'm not using powder, so powder is out for me. Next step will be actually to go into the eyes and brows. I also don't have anything for brows because I am sorry, but 34 bucks, 34 euros for the brow pencil is a bit stretchy for me. And I decided not to go into that direction. Instead, I will use just a brow gel and we'll be back in a moment. For the brow gel today, we are having my gift from Zoeva. Gift in terms of I got it with a purchase, not because I'm sent something. This is just a clear brow gel. It makes the hair soft, does not do too much as what I noticed. It's nice and it's vegan option, which is also nice. And as far as I don't have anything for eyeliner, I will also be using Zoeva eyeliner tonight for the sake of it. It's also a gift with a purchase of the brushes. So for the contour, I don't have anything, but I have a highlighter. And highlighter seems to be quite nice if my camera will focus properly on everything that I show. So highlighter is looking like this. Let's open up. This is what it is. Partly like a blush. It is a pink glow, so I assume it can be used as a blush somewhat. I'm gonna try to apply it with the highlighter brush. It's a bit of a flakes. Okay, that works, and it's also feeling very nice under the brush. All the highlighters I have, I'm basically applying with such a brush because it's a nice shape. It's not fan. Fan is too big for me, for my face, and I have to use something more decent in size. And I'm applying highlighter usually only on these areas, a bit on the nose, yeah, most here, maybe under the brow. It looks good in my opinion. So far, so good. For the contour I will use Charlotte Tilbury because I don't have anything from Bobbi Brown and, well, what can I do? It is not the biggest difference, but it makes me feel more confident, which is what we need in most of the cases. The last piece that I will be using today is this cream eyeshadow stick and mascara and a remover. Such a nice combo, don't you think? Let's open this up. Two sticks, full size, and mini mascara. I assume it is full size because they look full size. 1.6 grams of eyeshadow. And here we have black mascara, 3 milliliters. Not too bad overall, in my opinion. So we have a bit of brick cream stick, golden bronze, and cashew. Let's swatch. Cashew seems really nice. Golden bronze also seems really nice, and it's very shiny, reflective. What I'm thinking right now is how to use them. I would probably go, because this one looks darker, I would go on the upper lid with the darker one, and maybe I will get the blending with the lighter one. So what I assume I can do is a bit of front up to 1/3 of the eye. I actually really like cream eyeshadow. Most favorite ones are marker paint pots for me right now because it's just one swipe with the finger. You're good to go anywhere. So blending it a bit, and the other part will be right here. I assume we can blend it out into nothing, but for that I would probably use a brush. What brush do I use? Maybe this one. This is Luxie Precious Shader. Nothing spectacular, you know. Have you ever experienced something really spectacular from the high end? From the luxury eyeshadow? Because everything that I find in the luxury segment of eyeshadow is usually either very subtle or very similar to each other. And I don't know why it is like that, but for example, all the quads and the eyeshadow of Charlotte Tilbury are mostly satins, and I'm not the hugest fan of satins, to be honest, so it's very questionable for me why she's doing all of that without anything spectacular. But I mean, what spectacular can you expect also from that? Natasha Denona seems to have very nice shades and colors, but almost no cool toned eyeshadow, and her colored ones are also quite subtle, I would say. They are like not the bright into your face kind of stuff. Okay, that gives me a vibe of a rich auntie, which is not that bad. I want a bit more on this eye. You can blend it out quite nicely, which is good. Yeah, doesn't look bad. Let's add some liner to it, which I will do off camera. Eyeliner done. It's funny how this little line that I've been drawing over top of my lashes for past 16 years just makes me feel 10 times more pretty. And I've been talking about that in my reels recently. Anyway, let's move on to our mascara. Smoky Eye Mascara. I'm not sure what formula that is. I don't think it's waterproof either. It's supposed to be just mascara. Let's get into that. And usually when I'm wearing mascara for the regular everyday makeup, I don't wear falsies. I feel like it's too extensive, too much for me. Yes, this is my typical liner, and this is kind of the typical makeup I would wear as well. It also gives me a slight vibe of the vintage selection from MAC Paint Pots, which I will show you in a few moments. Let me just get this straight. It's not volume mascara, and it's not really lengthening, not curling, not waterproof. It's just a mascara. It coats your lashes and it does nothing else to them, at least from what I see. This is a good separator type mascara, which I usually use as the first one. And yes, I do use 2 mascaras every day, because for one I need separation of the lashes, which usually achieved with a brush, something like that. And the second coat is a waterproof one that it also adds length and a bit of volume. If you do the same, give me a like. This is what one coat of mascara looks like. Now let's do the second coat. Just need to let it dry a bit, but it's not bad. My biggest problem with my lashes is that I'm blonde, so my lashes are also light, and I'm not usually able to coat all of the roots properly. And yes, I've tried tinting my lashes. It does not last very long, and for some tinting I've got an allergic reaction, which is bad. And sensitive eyes and sensitive skin is a bit of a nightmare to live with. You have to be really careful about things. And sometimes it's unexpected allergic reaction out of nothing. Anyway, we're here. And final 2 things I have are the crushed lip color and art stick. Let's have a look at the colors. This is Rose Brown and this is Ruby. If Rose Brown will fit more, let's have Rose Brown. If not, then not. And the sharpener. You know why they give you sharpener? Because this hole is the one to rule them all. Focus on it. Anyway, you see something. You see something. You don't have to see everything. Who needs that? So, interesting one. Ooh, I actually like it, and my camera doesn't. So this is the pencil. Pencil feels good. Yeah, let's just try it out. I think it's quite beautiful. And it also matches this whole look. Let's try the Ruby, just in case. And we'll probably get back to this one at the end. As we don't have a pencil, Ruby has to be sharp. This is a mini lipstick. Not too bad, especially for the free gift. The color looks nice. So let's get into it. I would not necessarily call it ruby, but it's also very pretty. Heck it, I applied the other one on top. This art stick seemed to be really nice and I like the color and I think it matches better. So that is my final makeup. If I look in the close-up and I will show you the pictures, they actually look really nice. And these ones I left out specifically to test if they are self-setting. And as you can see, I cannot smudge them. I still have a bit of glitter going to the direction, and I also wanted to show you comparison to the vintage selection. So this is the vintage selection. It's a bit lighter than the other one, but yeah, it's much lighter actually. So final thoughts. This is how my makeup looks in the regular light. I'm definitely locking the color corrector under my eyes. However, the base looks really nice. I'm not sure if I can come close enough. Maybe like this. So the highlighter looks great. Even in real life, it looks actually very pretty. Eyeshadow is fine, nothing fancy. Lashes also okay, a bit more spider look, but if you're into that, it's great. Probably not too much for me, so it's not the only mascara I'm gonna use. Lips, fine, they smudge. Base looks pretty nice as well, and that's overall. I don't know how it's gonna wear itself with the time, but I don't like that it's getting gray under my eyes, and I definitely need a color corrector as well as probably eye cream. I am pretty pleased with everything so far. The cream I've tried already before, so technically it's not my first time with this guy, but I had like this piece, so it doesn't really count. Oh, this one I will continue using for sure, as well as everything else. Mini mascaras are my go-tos right now because I don't finish big tubes of mascara usually. However, right now, because I'm doing a lot of looks for the Instagram and Reels, it might be a case of finishing the big tube. Little lipstick I probably will not use, but it was a present, so no money spent on that, and I'm happy for that. The foundation and concealer, they don't look bad, but I feel like my under eye area needs a bit more hydration and a bit more peach color to it, so color correction is probably necessary for me. But it is a full coverage. It's just not the best thing on its own, but majority of concealers are not best thing on its own for me. That's just how things work. Foundation, silicone based foundation, seem to be really nice. It feels good. It does not feel heavy or cakey, but it's also because I apply so little of it, and if you need like a true full coverage to cover everything and be like a blank canvas, then I have no idea how that's gonna feel, because that's just not my style. I'm so sorry about that. Eye sticks and pencils seem to be also really good. They are very creamy. They are self-setting, except probably for this rose brown lip pencil. It feels creamy, feels nice. Probably will not stain, but like stay on the stuff. I will for sure use these three in my everyday makeup. They are absolutely great, and these are also the colors that I wear. It's just a bit darker than usual, I guess, but for feeling fancy, why not? And highlighter is good, not blinding, but very subtle, and I also like it. This will go into the looks that I'm creating. Probably not gonna be my everyday highlighter stuff, because it's a bit too much, especially when you're working as a software engineer and sit in front of computer whole day. But yeah, overall I really enjoy this, and it was good feeling and a good makeup at the end, and I'm not regretting that I bought this stuff. And if you are also into some Bobbi Brown, I can recommend, at least for now. I will post an update if something will happen in the community tab, just like I should post an update about the MAC skincare stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you learned something or found out something that you've been trying to find out before. And thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.